He always used to wear these very clean white shirts. He'd come home from the factory and take a shower and put on one of those clean white shirts. He used to smoke Camel cigarettes, which are very clean and white on the account of nobody smoked filters, on the fact that nobody knew what cigarettes could do to you. But, oh gosh, he would come home from work and I would be curled up in the corner of the couch pretending to be taking a nap, watching him read the evening paper in his clean white shirt, smoking his little white cigarettes. Gosh, he was beautiful.
Can I have a glass of soda?
Sure, Bobby.
Thanks.
I was in high school during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and when the blockade went into effect, they let us downstairs into the basement, and the nuns stood around, and everybody had to say the rosary because, well, people really believed that a nuclear war could have broken out that morning. I just remember not wanting to stay there, you know, I didn't want to die like that. So I was near a flight of steps that led upstairs, and when no one was looking, I snuck out. I just wanted to be outside, you know. And I had never been disobedient or questioned authority before that moment.
All right.
You know, I was near a flight of steps, or I was outside. It was really cold outside, and there was an incredible blue sky and no wind. There were no people, and I just remember being so afraid. I felt like a little girl. I began to touch things, the brick wall of the school, the iron railing of the fence that ran around the yard, the bicycle rack. Everything was so cold and yet so beautiful. I filled my lungs with air, just felt so alive. Never really admitted to myself how much I loved just being alive, and you know, I knew if I survived, I would never forget that morning when I just wanted to touch and feel everything around me. I was 16 at the time, and a virgin. After the crisis had passed, I still felt like I was moving through some beautiful dream. I had a date with Greg Sutton, the captain of the basketball team, very soon after. That night, without even realizing I was saying the words, I begged Greg to fuck me. He couldn't believe it. I mean, he was probably a virgin too. I said, Greg, all of us are on this earth for only a very short while, and we can't be afraid. We have to just open ourselves up to every moment. So Greg fucked me in the backseat of his car that cold winter's night for driving. So beautiful. Moonlight just shone through the windows, and I can't even begin to describe what it was like. I can only ask you to imagine it. In and out, in and out, in and out. Oh, it just wrapped my legs around him, and I remember just how beautiful and precious the world had seemed to me that morning, and I plunged my tongue deep inside his mouth. Oh, I grabbed at him repeatedly. Oh, I just remember my breasts were heaving up and down. I was so hot and wet. Oh, it was indescribable. Oh, God, oh, Greg. Well, I can only ask you to try and imagine this. But anyway, after that night, Greg must have done some bragging to his friends, because the next week I was literally besieged with requests for dates, all of which I accepted. But, I don't know, Greg became very jealous, and I just explained to him that I needed to reach out and touch everyone for myself. Just as that morning I had wanted to touch every leaf on the big oak tree outside the school, and I thought the world would perish into a fiery holocaust. Before the term was over, I got in bed with over 20 different boys, and my geometry teacher, Mr. Hanfield. That summer, I took a house with some girls down at the Jersey Shore. College boys were in and out of that house every night, and I denied myself nothing. Long last, I became a stewardess, and I traveled all over the world and had just innumerable sexual experiences with men, every race and culture imaginable. Also, I got to see the clouds close up, which I had always wanted to do, you know. I wanted to just reach out and touch them. I still do. Well, perhaps someday I won't. But I've never lost the joy of just being alive ever since that morning in 1962. Bobby always tells me I'm the most passionate person he knows, in or out of bed. And he understands why, although I love him, that I have to have the freedom to just reach out and touch and commune with my fellow human creatures. Because we're all on this earth for only a very short while, and well, I just can't get depressed by that, you know.
Can I have a glass of soda?
Sure, Bobby.
Thanks.
Please, go on.
Well, what is your ultimate goal in life, Catherine?
I would say my ultimate goal in life is to live on the moon.
Whoa, well this is news to me.
Well, I don't think the subject ever came up before, Bobby.
The moon?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna pull the plug on us living together.
Well, it won't be possible for many years yet, Bobby.
Yeah, good.